Hello, Clive here, and in this video we're going to go through the ice cave on the center map, and the ice cave will get us 2 artifacts which we will need for the bosses, and those artifacts are the Clever and the Devourer. So this is where we are on top of this peak. This is the northern snow mountain. This is the very highest point, and I'm going to show you how to get to the cave entrance from this point because this is an easy recognizable place to start off at. And so we see behind us there's going to be these waterfalls. Let's head towards the waterfalls. And so if we consider this very top peak the first level, like the top platform, there's going to be another platform below it, which is right here. And then there's going to be one even further below that right here. But we need to keep going, so I go past this next peak right here. And then once the snow kind of turns into stone, that's where you want to be at. You want to aim for this place right here where there's 2 cliffs and a trail in between them. And this is going to lead us to the entrance point, which is going to be behind us on the cliff side. So there it is right there. And I'll show you the coordinates on the map. If you look at it, it's 21.2 and 27.3. That's the latitude and longitude. And we're going to go in here. But a couple things before we do go in here. I would recommend parking your flyer somewhere that's not on the ground because there are a lot of things that will eat this thing. There's Rexes that spawn here. It's even Gigas that spawn here. Lots of things. There's also other RGs that spawn here. So you might have to like check around for those. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to run with a Thyla in the cave. Let's throw this out. That should be safe enough for our RG to stay at while we're in the cave. And let's go down here, just, gradually go down here. You park it down here, it's going to be very concerned about it, and it might actually die. So before we go in there, I want to show you the inventory. So this is the bare minimum, and this also assumes that you're using a decent mount. So if you don't have a decent mount, you're probably going to want to bring a weapon, like a shotgun or something else that you can shoot at creatures. And as far as the mounts go, I do prefer a Thyla for this cave since they can swim and climb. The first thing you're going to need is cold weather gear. It is very cold in the cave and this will help out tremendously. Next thing you're going to need is a scuba tank. This will help to get the artifacts because there are large passages with water. You could bring some pants if you wanted to. This will help with the cold inside the water. You're definitely going to need some grappling hooks because one of the artifacts is deep down in the hole and you will get stuck if you don't bring any. I do recommend at least bringing 10. And finally, you will need some food because your food will go down fairly quickly in the cave. And you can bring some Fria chili if you wanted to keep you warmer, and also some Lazarus chowder to help with the water. So that's going to be it. So the first part is pretty short. We're going to follow this path and it's going to lead to a big open area with some water in the middle. This is right here. So you're going to be fighting wolves, yetis, spiders, and saber-tooths in here. But you can avoid fighting them by just going to this point right here and then jumping in the water. Otherwise you're going to have to clear through all this. So just run, jump in the water, and nothing will swim with you. So you should be fine down here. Switch to your scuba tank and your pants and you can relax a little bit. Alright, so now that we're down at the bottom of this point, we can kind of see the 2 directions that we can go. There's gonna be these pillars here. This will take us towards the southeast, and this will be to get to the Clever artifact. And then there's going to be this narrower section, and this is going to be towards the west, and this will take us to the Devourer artifact. So you can choose which way you want to go. We're going to do the Devourer first, but before we do that, I would recommend just holding down the middle mouse button, and then you can set a rallying point right here on that structure right there, and this will let you kind of see where the exit is to get out of here. And this is very helpful whenever you're trying to like leave the cave. And a rallying point you can just remove later if you wanted to. Let's head down this narrow section, and we're heading to the west. So we're gonna kind of wrap around here, and this will take us towards the Devourer. You pretty much want to keep going until you hit a dead end, and then just look up. That's kind of how these two paths work. So right here, there's not really any place we can go. There's walls all around us. But if we look up, there's going to be a hole, and that's where we want to get out of, is right here. So we want to jump up, and you really want to just start running towards this direction. Yeah, we want to avoid these things. We want to go towards these ruins and climb up here. Hopefully there's not too many things up here. You can come up these little stairs, and then you should be safe. If you come up here, you're going to see the artifact right up there. You don't have to worry about anything below you. It's just the stuff up here that you need to actually kill. Then you should have the artifact. So let's kill this saber-tooth. And here we go. Grab the artifact, and that's the first one. And then we have to get back out of here and go back to the water, and then we're safe in the water. And let's head back to the rally point. Alright, back at the rally point, and that's the way out. But we're going to continue on to the Clever, which is through these pillars here. And same thing for this side, you have to just keep going until you hit a dead end, and then you will be able to just look up and find the hole out. Alright, so here's the end right here. We just swim on up. And this one is very similar. You can avoid combat. There might be one spot you have to actually fight at. So let's head up here. The way out is going to be right, let's see, over here. Right up here. There's only one path out. The rest of this is just a big room. There's no way out of that. Only one way, which is this way. And what you want to do is you want to go up to this ramp. You can go down below if you wanted to. You're just going to be encountering more creatures. You have to fight them eventually. This way you let you bypass some of that. So keep on going until you get to the point where you have to turn down like a narrow area. But you want to really go down here. Just be very careful. Try not to take too much damage on your Thyla. And here we are. This is the hole right here. We need to go down here. So you can do this one of two ways. You can just jump down and just hop off at the very last second. Or you can use your grappling hooks and go down that way. You shouldn't be fighting anything down here. The only thing you would fight down here is anything that might have fallen down from above. So if you don't have any weapons, you can just jump off at the last second. Maybe a little too soon, but that's fine. Let's get him to follow us. And then the rest of it's pretty simple. There's not really anything you have to worry about down here. Just a straight shot. So just keep going down here, go past the water, and then you'll come to a big room. That's where the artifact will be. Here is the room, so we just go up here, and the artifact should be on top of this little platform. But as we see, it's not here, and this is something I've found in single player pretty frequently. Sometimes it spawns down below. So it's right there on the corner there. Because really it spawns on the edge of this cliff, but I think Sometimes it just spawn just right off the edge. So you may have to check down here, but most of the time it's going to be up top. But this is a pretty good example of where else it would be. Let's head back out of here. And that's it. That's both of the artifacts, the Clever and the Devourer. So to get out of this place, we do have to use the grappling hooks, and hopefully you have some cryopods on you. If not, then you probably need to abandon your dino, because I don't think you can get anything up there. I've tried getting the Thyla up there and it didn't really work out too well. But let's head to that spot and I'll show you what that looks like. Alright, so this is the point where you have to actually get up here. So yeah, I've tried climbing up here with the Thyla. It might be possible. You can get pretty far up there, like pretty much to the end, but there's like one little lip that you can't just get over. So if you really want to try with the Thyla, you can do that. I would just be very careful with your health of your animal, because if you don't have a weapon on you, you're probably not going to make it out of there. Be careful though, because there is stuff that spawns up here, and if you are coming out of here, you might get attacked by stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So we just head back out the way we came, back into that big room with the water, go underwater, and then head towards the rally point. So if you mark that, then you should have a pretty clear direction on where to go. We did get both of the artifacts, and these two are required for summoning the bosses in this map. It's definitely not that bad. The dinos in here are lower level. But that's going to be it. I thank you for watching. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.